Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon. Let me first congratulate my brother, His Excellency President Kasim-Jomart Tokayev, for the successful holding of the SCO Summit this morning. The Astana Declaration and other important documents adopted today would go a long way in guiding and strengthening our efforts to achieve our shared objectives of peace and prosperity in the region. We welcome this meeting of the SCO Plus format, which lends us the opportunity to exchange views with the wider SCO family. Excellencies, international norms that were put in place since the Second World War are perhaps under greater stress than at any time since 1945. Prolonged and unresolved conflicts, including as a result of foreign occupation and denial of self-determination, rage on in many parts of the world. At the same time, many new crises are emerging across the globe, resulting in unimaginable human sufferings. Incitement to hatred and discrimination based on race and religion, in particular, Islamophobia, has assumed epidemic proportions. Climate-induced disasters are increasing in frequency and intensity and adversely impacting the lives of millions. Countries across the globe are struggling to cope with socio-economic aftershocks of COVID-19 that worsened inequalities within and among states. These call for unity of thought and action while upholding the values of peaceful coexistence, a resolution of disputes in accordance with the UN Charter, and responding confidence in multilateralism in which all countries have a stake. Excellencies, this SCO Summit is being held amidst unprecedented suffering of the people of Palestine as a result of Israel's ongoing brutal military campaign in Gaza. More than 37,000 people have been martyred, including thousands of children, and millions have been displaced. The UN Human Rights Council's Commission of Inquiry has rightly concluded that Israeli acts amount to war crimes, and according to the International Court of Justice, a plausible genocide for which Israel must be held to account. In line with the spirit of today's meeting, we must call upon the international community, in particular the UN Security Council, to uphold its responsibility to ensure an immediate ceasefire, free flow of humanitarian assistance, and protection of civilians in entire Gaza Strip. The UN must also ensure the implementation of its resolution for the peaceful settlement of all long-standing disputes. Excellencies, climate change is the defining reality of our times. Climate-induced natural calamities are posing a great threat to many communities and are adversely impacting millions of lives around the globe. We have witnessed these disasters firsthand during the devastating floods of 2022 in Pakistan, which led to unimaginable loss of lives and properties. Although our contribution in a mission is it's very minimal in fact. Generous financial and technological assistance to countries most vulnerable to climate change will enable them to rebuild from natural disasters and to adapt to the ever more frequent and ferocious climate impacts. Ladies and gentlemen, last year's SDG Summit made far-reaching commitments to implement the Sustainable Development Goals. We must ensure implementation of the SDG stimulus. We also require a fundamental reform of the international financial architecture to make it more effective, inclusive, and equitable. Excellencies, the complex global and regional challenges that the world faces today can be best addressed through effective multilateralism within the framework of the United Nations. Pakistan remains committed to multilateralism and continues to play a leading role at all international forums. Last month, Pakistan was elected as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council for the term 2025-2026. Pakistan brings to the UN Security Council its rich experience and expertise and a strong legacy of contributions towards the maintenance of international peace and security, manifested by its strict adherence to the principles of the UN Charter. In its upcoming term, Pakistan will remain committed to pursuing just and peaceful resolution of outstanding and ongoing disputes, opposing resort to unilateral and illegal use of threat or use of force, combating terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. Excellencies, Pakistan will continue to advance the SU agenda in partnership with member states. We will continue to strengthen multilateral institutions and enhance global cooperation to realize the common objective of an equitable and peaceful world order, while respecting the principles of self-determination, sovereignty, and territorial integrity, as well as non-interference in the internal affairs of other countries. I thank you.